Hey guys, happy morning and happy Thanksgiving week. It's Daryl. It's 3:30. It's 3:29 a.m. here on the East Coast, Connecticut. So I'm a little I haven't had my coffee yet, so I'm a little weary. There's something that was on my mind right away. I watch I'm not even going to mention the name. I don't want to be name dropping all the time, but there's one or two other videos, one other two YouTubers I watch a lot, and one of them, one of the guys I could relate to a lot, and he talks about anger issues that he has still, and it could. He's in a position now where he's got the world in his hands, and he could lose everything, And I'm actually concerned about this person too. And I could relate to this too because at 53, I shouldn't, almost 54, I should have better control. And as being a recovering drug addict, the loss of control is a terrifying, bad thing for me. Uh, Anger. I was counting just now when I was brushing my teeth. I said, there's been at least four, just this year in 2019, at least four times that I've confronted, I've chased down, and confronted drivers here in town when I'm on my mountain bike. I mountain bike every day. I signal. I'm in all the right lanes. I obey traffic signals. I've been doing this for 12 years now, and I don't want to die. Uh, I know everybody here in town, so I'm respectful. Other people aren't all the time, and this is what gets that sets me off is when I feel physically threatened. It's not like being in a car. When you're out there, it's just my body and a bike. It's like being on foot. And when you see a 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 pound truck or car intentionally with a person smiling behind the wheel coming towards you intentionally, it's like a gun. It's like a gun to me. This has happened a few times. One or two times that's the case. Two other times I've had people yell profanities or being wise guys, and I just was not in the mood. One time it was two guys. There's a lot of farm communities here. There's two large guys in a big fucking Ford truck. And looking back, I went after the guys, and I chased. They had to drive around me in the middle of the street as I went to try to get to their door handle. And I look back and I wonder if I'm insane. I see the look on these people's faces, and at first it's amusement, and then it turns to something else. And I see this every time. It turns to disbelief, and then fear. Um, and my point here is too. I realize too a lot. I realize that when you're jacked up like that and you have no qualms about being physical, of taking things to a physical level, people see that. That's not something that you can pretend or fake. Uh, and when other people see that, they realize that this will go to another level. There's no pushing, there's no name calling. This is next level now. This is going to get physical. There's going to be there's going to be pain. There's going to be blood. There's going to be police, ambulances. This will happen, and I see that in their faces. And I don't. I talk about this because it's a problem. Every time after this, I don't feel good. I don't feel macho. I don't feel brave. I feel terrible, and it sticks with me. It doesn't go away. Now, this other YouTuber talked about this and how it's. I know in my heart I should avoid these things. This other YouTuber talks about how these confrontations will stick with you. Another guy I'll talk about is Hans Wilhelm. He's somewhat religious, somewhat universe about the universe and stuff, and he talks about karma, karmic debt, and all that, and how these things stick with you. And I know it does because these confrontations, these people, they chose not to confront me, and they left. You could say they were scared. You could say they were smarter than me too. Um, and I didn't feel good about that. It still bothers me. It's going to probably bother me for the rest of my life, every single one of those. So in my heart, I know it's not the right thing to do. Um, it's better to walk away. It's a tough dilemma. And I know when I put myself on my bike out there, everybody in town sees me. They know me. And the majority of people, know my story of recovery and everything. And we're a small town. There's no problems here. These other people, I don't know. I don't know if there's angry people from town, out of towners. There's big cities, there's bigger cities all around this smaller town here. So I don't know if that's it or what. Um, I talk about this too, and it goes back to my past. My dad taught me to fight when I was young. My dad died when I was 9. He taught me to box. I still remember his words. He bought me boxing gloves that fit a 7-year-old. And we would box every Sunday. Left, left, right. Left, left, right. Left, left, right. Uppercut, powerhouse. And and he taught me. There was many more things he taught me. Uh, I remember fighting another little kid and bloodying him when my dad was still alive, so I had to be 7 or 8. And then too, I've been through a lot. I don't fear pain at all. I've gone through pain that most people probably can't even relate to with back surgeries. I've broken at least 10 bones, and these are breaks that I don't think I broke them. I'm talking casts, pins. I broke my fibula. I broke my arm. My arm's still deformed. My nose has been broke 3 times. The face plates underneath my eyes have been broken fights where the doctor said if I get double vision, I have to see and get it to him right away because my eye might have sunk down into my socket. That's how bad my face was broken, these fights. Stitches from right here, 3 stitches here, 3 stitches here, 3 stitches here, 3 stitches in this knuckle. And some people, I almost wish I had the fear still, the fear of being hit. To me, and one thing too, after recovery, I had all my teeth were all broken all the way across both. I had no more teeth left, not one, all broken and rotted all the way to the gums. Now, a recovering addict can't have painkillers, and a recovering addict does not have a lot of money. So I had 2 dental students that worked on me for from 7 in the morning till about 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, pulling and prying every broken piece of tooth, all 32, out of my gum line. Then they cut the gums open from side to side, and then they filed the bones, the sharp edges down, while holding my head, while I was awake, all at one time. My face was so swollen, I couldn't even stand up after this. I felt like I'd been hit by a truck. No painkillers, wide awake. And my theory is if I could survive that, a punch in the face, a couple punches in the face, man, honestly, are like kisses to me. Seriously. But I bring this up. Because I know there's other people that are affected by this. And I know it's a problem. When I make these videos, a lot of times I talk about things it's almost like therapy for me too. I talk about things that bother me. Politics, the environment, so I come to you guys to talk. And I know, I appreciate the positive comments. I know I could come across unlikable because I get a lot. Well, I know here too. I pick fights on here too with people that disagree with me with politics and science and stuff like that. And I know I do. And I barely got a 50-50 like dislike ratio. That's probably not too good. But here's the thing too, is that's never bothered me. I've never felt comfortable with compliments. I've always looked for confrontation too. I shy away from it. It's so I don't even know how to explain it. I don't look for it, but once I find it, I eat it up. I don't know. I don't know if I'm scared of it deep down. I don't know if I have psychological issues or what. I know at 54, it's not healthy for me to be chasing cars down the road. I know that. My girlfriend, I've seen the look on my family and girlfriend's faces. They, thank God, they have not been around to see these incidents. I relate. They don't want to hear these incidents. They're scared for me. You know that somebody's going to pull a gun out and kill me or stab me. And here's the problem. Here's where I know there's a problem. Is I know my girlfriend's like, you're going to end up in jail, and I don't want to go to jail. I've never been in jail. I don't want to go. I don't want to hurt people. And the loss of control, this anger issue is a problem. Like I said, now I'm sure I've seen it with other people. I've seen with other people my age and older. So I bring this up just to start a conversation, I guess. I don't have answers. I know that ultimately it's not bringing me happiness. I know that. And I know more than likely it's going to cause me problems in the future. And I bring this up now to hopefully start a conversation to find an answer. I think the answer is self-control. Here, I know. You know what? I know what the answer is, and I learned it in recovery. Here it is. I learned, just like the serenity prayer, Lord, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And the way you translate that down into a simple version for these kinds of incidents is people are going to do what they're going to do. And I can't change that. I can't judge that. I can't correct that. That's them. And I can't change it. I can't do anything about it. The only thing I can do is affect the way I respond to it. There's the answer. See, you guys helped me work through this stuff. And this is a hard thing to remember in your head when somebody tries to run you down with a car. You know, this last incident, the guy said he was teaching me a lesson because he perceived to see me pull out down the road, and he thought I pulled out into traffic. Actually, my glove got stuck on my brake lever, and I said, I'm sorry to everybody, the cars around me. I didn't mean to do that. I couldn't stop because my glove was stuck on the brake lever. It scared the shit out of me. He didn't know this. He saw this, and then he aimed his truck at me to teach me not to go out into traffic. So after I had an accident, a weird set of circumstances where my brake jammed, and I almost ended up dead. This guy decides to almost run me over with his truck on purpose to teach me. See, it's hard, man. It's hard not to respond to that. You know, my level's already amped up. You know, because of this act, you get an accident. When an accident happens, your adrenaline's up here, and then this on top of that. Yeah, it's not easy, man. Like I said, and for a drug and alcohol addict, recovering addict, man, the loss of control is not acceptable. I need to control my actions, and if I want to stay alive, that's pretty much what it breaks down to. So that's my video for this morning. I got to get to my workout. Not too many answers, a lot of questions. And like I said, this isn't a video bragging about anything. I make this video because I saw the video just yesterday, of somebody suffering the exact same similar situation. And that there's other people out there. There's other guys, probably mostly guys. And I don't know if it's our testosterone. I heard that testosterone goes up with working out and weightlifting. I'm not going to blame it on that, though. That's ridiculous. So yeah, there's maybe we could help each other. I know that sounds kind of corny, but all right, guys, have a good Monday.